All right, get this party started. So yeah, man, I don't know what's up with y'all, bro, but I'm gonna go ahead and go in on everybody on here verbally and say the truth, because that's what it's all about, the truth and verbiage on here, right? Like I said, man, I'm in the best position, man. All these people are jelly, they're all the same, all of you are identical. I just think it's funny, man. Like I said, I travel over the country, I do real things, I get real things done. When I work jobs, I work better jobs than y'all. All the truth already came out about that. These people jealous, man. These people are on still online. You know what I mean? Talking about nothing, talking about jobs that pay 16 an hour, bro. I was getting paid 18 an hour. Okay, being a janitor for the NBA. Boy, stop it. Sitting there ashamed of the jobs you work and what they pay. Bro, I used to do temp labor for $9, $10 an hour. Who cares? And it all helped me, and I kept working, took every assignment they gave me, like James Bond, right? And literally kept making all that dough, working hard as hell, like 6 in the morning every day, right? And ended up paying the taxes off on a 50-acre property. Was almost done completely paying it off, and then I sold it for 100,000, right? Like I said, it's common sense. 50 acres don't go for no 100,000. They're trying to blame it on the location and stuff. And, Carly Purina had something to do with it allegedly, obviously, because they didn't want to give me an easement, which makes absolutely no sense because I would have gotten an extra 50,000, right, that I needed, right? So, like I said, I don't know what people talk for and why they run their mouth. Nobody ever got the best of me. I got the best out of everything. I did things the right way, legally, and everything that you people do is illegal and makes no sense. So I don't know why people would compel themselves to get online and act like they're talking down to me or saying anything to me because I've won against everybody. Feel me? Like I said, I don't know what y'all are expecting me, man. I don't know why you're expecting me to continue to do my job here. All right, I'm not here to entertain you. I do a real job. I'm here to serve a purpose. I don't know how you expect me to do my job with no money. I mean, y'all ain't paying. Y'all just sitting there. All of you. You're all the same. All of you. They all have this weird attitude, right? And they're all some cowards. And all they do is hide behind the system, right? And sit there and pretend, basically. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I don't. So at the end of the day, it just is what it is. You know what I mean? For me personally, I don't really care what people do because I wake up every day and I do me and what I need to do. And the fact is just that I'm caught in between checks right now. I'm just caught between a rock and a hard place, is how they express it. Feel me? All these people, they don't do nothing for you. This is basic stuff, man. People could donate 10, 20, 50, $100. That's it. And I'm set. I'm good to go. That's it. That's all it takes. It's not help. It's what y'all owe me. Like I said, pay me. When you come on here, be ready to pay me. If you're not coming here to pay me, what we got to talk about? Feel me? That's the reality. That's how reality works. This ain't free. This is a service. This is a business like any other, and it's more official and legit than anybody else's. My business is going to be respected by all of you. You got that? So, like I said, we try to do digital fitness, man. I guess none of y'all want to get in shape, right? Are you still throwing away all your hard-earned money? And it ain't hard-earned. They give you jobs. You sit there and you stand there. Y'all are a joke. Your dichotomy is a joke. Your society is a joke. Real talk. Throwing away your not hard-earned money at these fake gym trainers. Is that what y'all do? Come on, bro. And they gotta pay the gym. Yeah. They all basically work on commission. They got to still give a portion of their money to whatever gym they working at. Imagine that. You going to pay them to get a training certification so you could be a slave and still have to give part of your money to the gym. What part of the game is that? Feel me? I know they don't keep 100% of what they make. I can guarantee that. Like, that's crazy, man. This whole system, you notice how they design it, that they want you to pay them and then say they're giving you an opportunity. Boy, stop it. See, that's not business. That's trying to get over on people. That's why I don't pay for certifications. I don't go to the government for anything. Why would I go to the people who I outdid for anything? Why would I sit here and help and defend people who targeted me, tried to take me out and stop me from doing everything? Why in the hell would I sit here and act like we're friends? We ain't friends. Now, I watched a Joker video yesterday. It really, really made a lot of sense, man. It was talking about how, you know, they watch, they keep an eye on you. And people like me, there's none like me, but they start paying attention because I got silent on it. And what I'm doing is a lot larger than life. Okay, I'm a revolutionary. The cause that I'm representing here and all that I've accomplished and what I continue to do, this is like V for Vendetta, literally. That's what I do. I don't know what y'all talk about. I'm a revolutionary. True to the core, always have been. Feel me? That means I have to work to try to get fear out of me, you know? And I got it out of me, but it's just like there's no way around what happened to me, what these people did to me physically when they called Seton Hospital, right? And it is what it is, man. I serve as living proof and testament that y'all have no excuse. Y'all ain't going through this physically, so y'all have no excuse. Y'all should keep going. It's to inspire people and get people to understand you can keep moving forward. You ain't got this excuse. And if I don't use it as an excuse, okay, and I mean, it doesn't even allow me to breathe half the time, then what's your excuse? You understand? See, you look at Batman, he breathes and talks kind of funny, and you wonder why. Yeah, because it all makes sense. The story was a real story. It was told ahead of time because of what these people did to me, right? And now you have my permission to cry. You feel me? I told you I was coming back to win. I didn't say I came back to lose. I didn't say I came back to play patty cake or play with y'all, right? Look at these birds. It'd be birds and bats. They're bat, bro, that literally follow me. It's just one bat. This place don't even have bats. I've seen a bat. There's an actual bat. And it started at the beginning of all this. It's crazy. It's just like the movie. It's incredible. But yeah, the way I see it, I got a job to do. And I'm going to do the best I can with no resources. Like I said, all these people doing the same thing won't give me any money to do what I need to do, right? To take care of myself when I'm in between checks. How petty can you be? And yet, with no resources, I continue to push in front of everybody. Never lose faith. You know what I mean? And I just think it's crazy, man. You know, my faith never wavers, but it's just like, how long is all this going to take? You know? Like, it don't make no sense, man. By the time the blessings come, it's going to be pointless. It ain't going to matter. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. The more time we just waste like this, and ain't nobody paying me so I can change everything and fix all my situations. I mean, this is pointless, bro. It's a waste of my time. Straight up. It's not pointless, but it's pointless for me. It really is. Like, I don't care how strong you make me, if you ain't gonna pull me out and give me the blessings and the money, this is pointless. Feel me? Because y'all won't even let me get a leg up and get enough money to make a move or nothing. Like, it don't make no sense. Everything costs money, man. It costs a lot of money today. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to start traveling again if I can, even with what I'm going through. What do I really have to lose? You know, it's not like none of these people care. They're all the same. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody helped. Nobody's done nothing. So it's like, I mean, the only way I can, create moves like that is still with a budget and money. It doesn't just happen with no money. I mean, Greyhound tickets cost money. All that stuff costs money, man. Y'all want to get online and act like you negotiate terms, like you in charge of something. What you in charge of, Wody? I thought about opening the chat today. I thought about it twice. I said, nah, because every day I think you people out there aren't going to be petty and immature and grow up. You're still not going to grow up and you're adults. You're still going to be the same weird way, right? And yet you keep it all online. So how is it real? It's not real, man. Things have to be real, man. You know what I mean? If you're trying to make a statement, it still has to be real. You got to stand on your statement. Feel me? All that stuff online is nonsense. It doesn't exist. It's a waste of time for me, you, and everybody. That's why I don't waste my time with it. It's silly. Y'all got to understand how hard it is being me, how hard it is doing what I do. And I just keep on going, right? Keep on going, keep on pressing. How did y'all like that new video with the little batty bat with its wings? I thought that was pretty cool. I'm going to try to start doing that using them different avenues and filters and see how that goes for a minute. So it should make the videos look very realistic, like the movies, basically. You know what I mean? Which I would think would help the channel and is what we want to go for. I could put different backdrops. They don't have that wide of a selection, but they have somewhat of a selection. I wish I could figure out how to get more filters or like create my own, preset adjustments and stuff like that. Yeah, same thing. No empathy every day. Driving these fake Teslas. Nobody likes Tesla. Y'all a joke, man. Y'all a joke. Y'all modern day slavery, bro. All y'all are mentally basically being held captive. That's the actual truth. It's sad. You know what I mean? They let these corporations boss them around and actually tell them what to do. Something I would never let them do to me. Hey, y'all got to wake up, man. Like I said, yeah, you know how to do some things. You'll have some skill set. But when you over there supporting Tesla and I tell you the truth, and then immediately you see the truth come out publicly that nobody likes him. Nobody likes Elon Musk, man. Nobody. Why would you like a sellout puppet who sold his soul to the devil? There's no way you could like any of these corporations. Amazon treats their workers like you know what? Horrible. I mean, they don't get paid well. If you think you're doing well to y'all is living in Austin with the highest living cost possible, struggling no matter what, right? Only way you cannot struggle is if you have a lump sum of money. You work for Amazon, you work for any of these companies, the highest wage they'll pay you maybe is 20 plus, maybe 30 plus an hour, maybe, and you're still a factory worker. Okay. During COVID, they didn't even want to give them masks. That's how much they care about y'all. And they claim that the CEO gets all the money, which is also fake. And I don't believe, because all the corporations, they don't pay.
So what are you talking about? CEOs are not rich either. It's just they facilitate their expenses, like if you're an NBA player. Yeah, you all right while you're in there, while you work for them, but this system eats its own. The minute they say we've had enough of you, goodbye, they fire you, you lose your job, and then you're broke and completely bankrupt because they do not pay. See, if they paid out and y'all was able to save money, you'd be all right. This society and culture doesn't know how to save money. Y'all have the worst money management skills I've ever seen. Right? These people, they're mad at me because I've always been successful and made buku bucks. Okay? Like hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars. And I just get blessed and blessed and blessed. That's why I never lose faith in God, because whether He blesses me or not, I just believe in God. I still put my faith in Him. You know, I'm not even really asking for blessings. I'm just asking to have enough and to get by. See, that's where y'all trying to misconstrue things as usual. You don't speak for me, especially when it comes to God. The only person talking to God here is me directly. Okay? I'm the only one with the direct connection, and divine relationship with Him. I have a direct gateway to the divine. So, like I said, at the end of the day, God ain't happy with y'all, man. God don't like ugly. Straight up, bro. I ain't never seen treatment like this ever. For it to be lasting this long, when everybody should just get over it, I'm going to win no matter what. Like, y'all still trying to give me a hard time, man. It's crazy. And then they'll try to normalize it. Nah, we all know what this is called. Pathetic, man. When a guy already won, he already defeated them all and won, and this is how y'all try to do people. It's embarrassing, homie. Like, straight up. What the hell is he riding on? It's just crazy, to be honest. I don't know what the hell he riding. It looks like he riding like a hover bike wheelchair. That thing's pretty fast. But he's like taking it near the street. That's kind of weird. Like I said, people just be doing weird stuff out here, especially. Feel me? But it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, everybody knows what it is. Everybody gives Batman my 5 feet and my distance. They all give me distance. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, bro, friend to none of you, right? Like, look, like, do friends treat people like this? Again, I offer a service. I offer plenty of services. I offer nothing but business here. This is an e-commerce place of business. Ain't nobody trying to do no business. But y'all will claim you're doing business working for a company being a wage slave. You got to make it make sense, bro. Your society is a joke, bro. All y'all backwards. Like I said, I stand outside of your society looking in laughing. Me laughing at all y'all, man. Y'all ain't never going to be nobody. You're never going to have no money. You're never going to be rich. You're never going to be independent. If you give 80 million to one of these scrubs, one of these tech worker wage slaves, and you give 80 million to me, there are two huge differences. If you give 80 million to me, I take over everything. I run the world, and I help everyone and protect everyone as Batman. Give 80 million to one of these tech, cronies that's just a wage slave and don't know how to do anything else but take orders, right, and be a programmed robot. Why they call it programming? You're the one who's been programmed. All you know how to do is work for these tech companies. Tech companies don't care about you. They don't care about you at all. Get over it, man. If y'all can't figure that out, it's crazy. They think they're in a good boat. Like, making money just because you're making a little bit of money don't mean you're in a good boat. There we go. 18-wheeler gave a honk to Batman. Fans. Like I said, I wake up every day and I work on my own business. Right here, I build my own business. I'm building my own media company through this. It's already built. It's been built. I don't know what y'all talking about. This is my company. Feel me? This is what I do for a living. Like I said, at the end of the day, it's just crazy to me, man. It's just embarrassing the way y'all treat people. And I just don't get it. Like I said, they want to type, they want to talk for free. It don't work like that. You don't get to talk to me at all. I wouldn't care how much money you paid me. We ain't talking. Like I told you, I'm gonna keep that chat closed every show unless I'm trying to get some gifts or something. And all the people in the public, y'all got a Cash App, a Venmo, and a PayPal. You show me no support whatsoever. Like, I'm still happy, you know what I mean? I still be nice to the public, but I mean, the truth is, I have no reason to. I mean, when you got people that this unsupportive, that's crazy. This is my job. Anybody else, like I said, they would have made a Batman cake this year. It's my 2-year anniversary, man. Being the real Batman, you know, just some kind of nice treatment. It's just like them people, them fake friends that I don't talk to no more, and they wonder why, right? Trying to tell me when I can do things. I do what I want to do. I don't deal with you because you're a joke. You feel me? Fake friends that I don't talk to because when I needed something and I asked, right? Your response was, "Oh, I got nothing for you," right? But you could have helped. Why would I talk to you or deal with you? That don't make no sense. You feel me? If I have something, I help somebody straight up. I don't deal with y'all, bro, because y'all weird. Y'all want to do this stingy stuff like y'all grown adults, bro. Y'all immature as hell, bro. If we don't help each other along the way, how are we going to make it? See, I have to take the risk and chance to advance. I have to build all this with my bare hands. Come on, bro. No, it ain't that I'm struggling. It's that I put money into this $200 plus bicycle. It ain't that I'm struggling. See, it's that I took money that I make and I put it into building a business because I'm smart. I'm willing to take any risk, whatever, to get there and succeed. Right? Just like I'm ahead on my phone bill. I'm ahead on everything. And these people so petty and immature, they just sit there, right? Mad, disgruntled, right? Just like they always try to talk to you groveling, right? And it's like, dude, I'm not here for you, man. I don't really care how you feel, to be honest. You know, yeah, I'm making the right decisions with this business. You're not building a business, so you wouldn't understand it takes money. That's why they all want to have their opinion. Feel me? It's the truth. Yeah. You should listen to my opinion. Your opinion means nothing to me. I'm not trying to hear it. And hell no, don't volunteer it, or I'm not the one. Everybody knows I'm not the one, man. Everybody knows what I'm about. I'm about respect. But yeah, like I said, it's just a joke. They're all a joke. I see all y'all doing the same things every day. Feel me? I don't do the same thing every day. I wake up and every day is an adventure. Feel me? What I do is I'm Batman every day. That means there's always different challenges and different things. You understand? I do the same thing every day in one perspective and aspect because I'm building a business. And that's how you build a business. See, if you just don't have nothing to say, just don't say nothing. Trying to talk and not making no sense, ain't nobody trying to deal with that or hear that, man. The weirdest thing I ever seen. That's why I don't talk to none of them. I just sit here and laugh at y'all. Y'all ain't never gonna succeed, man. None of you. It's hilarious. I be messaging, trying to talk to these dudes from the past. They still on the same thing. You know what I mean? Like real talk. Like Deuce King. I'll call y'all out publicly, man. You got to stop this fake tough act, man. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I'm just saying it's petty as hell. Maybe you heard the show, so you're offended. I could care less. It's the truth. You were never anybody, bro. You had a fake career where you failed. You got a ton of losses. Okay, you ain't me. And you want to get rewarded just for showing up. You're a narc. You depend on everyone around you, right? That's why you move, right? You ended up having to move out of Austin, right? You don't move out of Austin because you're successful. You move out of Austin to the cheaper areas because you're broke. Just say the truth. Feel me? I'm tired of people lying. Like you a liar, bro. That's why, like I said, when I worked next door to you, I was the guy who was tough. I was the good bouncer. You're not a bouncer. You just sit there. You never had you. I've never heard of you doing anything bouncing or saw you do anything active that was actually tough. I've seen you do things that could catch you a case and land you in prison and get you a lengthy prison sentence. You don't know how to be a bouncer, bro. First of all, You don't even pull those type of maneuvers as a bouncer, smart one. What are you talking about, bro? Like what? And you don't even know how to do it right. That's the worst part. You just sitting there playing with things you don't know how to do. That's crazy. So, like I said, at the end of the day, I don't know what else to tell you, man. It just is what it is. It is what it is, and it's absolutely unbelievable. God told me ignore all the nonsense. What he said. He literally said ignore all of it. Ignore the report. That's what it said. He said believe in my report. I believe in God's report. Straight up. I don't be dealing with y'all, man. Y'all are silly. Yeah, that dude funny as hell, man. Like I said, he's getting played by his wife. Like, what, you offended? Bro, it's the truth about you, man. Everything I say right in front of y'all, bro. You act like we in a world where you're tough. You were never tough. You're a grown man, bro. So please miss me with these antics, bro. You ain't gonna do nothing about it. It's the truth, just like everybody, and you're not special. Bro, you can't even go to a food truck without getting in it intentionally with someone you're playing, and you're a grown man. What is your excuse? How are you not successful like me? I own so much it's unreal. How have you not succeeded? You deal with that bar culture of liars and narcs. Oh, and I'm gonna file a lawsuit on them too. That chauvinistic company, I'm gonna file a lawsuit on them, right? And you're a part of all that because you know them. So what you gonna do about that? You might have to show up to federal court, homeboy. You may be facing charges. I suggest you just go ahead and be quiet, straight up. You know what? Keep my name out your mouth. You ain't never been tough, bro. You know what I mean? That's the thing. It gets aggravating after a while when you're dealing with somebody delusional who's short and little and they want to pretend they above you or they someone. Oh, you a trainer and a coach? Why? Because they enabled you as a Mason? Boy, stop it, man. Get out of here, bro. You got tons of people that address you to your face and you don't do nothing about it, bro. They tell you straight up, do you really believe the nonsense that you post on social media? Come on, bro, you're a joke. That's the truth. And you don't like hearing it either. It bothers you. Just like you always have that attitude where you talk a bunch of smack behind people's backs, right? Now, what I'm saying is right to you out in the open. You feel me? I don't talk behind your back. You're nobody. Like I said, you're a failure. You didn't have a winning record. Now, if you had a winning record and you were an actual champ, okay, I'd give you that. But you ain't. Then there's the other dude, Warren Stewart. Another wannabe. I was working the door at Friends Bar, and that little homie came in there on some rude stuff, and I completely stood up to him, and he wasn't used to it. And he didn't do nothing about it. What do you mean? He's a coward too. That's why I be posting on your page. Straight up. I be posting my Batman stuff on their pages, and I'm gonna keep doing it. I don't care whether you like it or not. Because y'all ain't gonna do nothing about it. Feel me? And Austin, bro, all them dudes are some little cowards. They all want to pretend they boxers and have no respect for the guy who built the game of all that. I'm who invented all that. You feel me? What are you talking about, bro? I come from that for real, bro. The real thing, right, has nothing to do with boxing or what you're talking about. The real thing ain't in no ring. It's in the street. That's just the truth. I'm a street thug. We're not the same, bro. Feel me? And y'all want to sit here and have these back and forth, bro? I'm a grown man. What I look like going back and forth with you? Come on, bro. All of them are the same, bro. Yeah, nah, the truth is, hey, Warren Stewart, tell the people the truth how you got G check, right? How you got G checked by Tyree Sneed like all y'all little homies. You got G checked. What are you talking about? Like Deuce King, I mean, he's nobody. Like what? He ain't worth telling anything to. I think it's hilarious. Yeah, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to make a career off of exposing the truth. See, what that one company did, they tried to stalk me because I didn't put up with their nonsense. They sent somebody to follow me and stalk me on some corny coward stuff. And then the fool got scared because I stood up to him right in his face and told him reality. Okay? I told him straight up, bro, I'm a self-made trillionaire. I don't care about nothing you talking about with your projection. Right? That's what they do. They try to shift blame, right? When they're who's to blame and they need to learn how to treat people, right? And he backed down and he ran to the phone. This white boy ain't playing. This white boy crazy. Yeah, it's the guy who sunned everybody on 6th Street, and that's my strip, and I run it. Not Bob Woody. I do. The rest of them are nobody. Okay? He don't own bars. He may own some bar names. Yeah, that just means you own a name. You pay to own a name? That's pathetic. And you don't own that money. You're a Mason. See what I'm saying? Those are company funds. Y'all think you fooling somebody. That whole structure of 6th Street in Austin, as soon as I get all this bread, I'm going to be able to take it over. See, this is why the CIA and all these individual entities are looking at me like, yeah, he's the one. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they looking at me. They worried about me because they like, yeah, he's thinking on a whole nother level. Like, that's a true revolutionary. He's not, I'm not emotional about this. See, this is the problem y'all don't get. That Joker video said it all. It said power is not anger, it's clarity. Clarity is what's power. That's why y'all all out there, and you know, all of you are puppets. You're living out a script that you didn't write. That's the way it was expressed. That's the truth. One of the most truest things I've ever heard. Like I said, Deuce King, you have a failing boxing record or MMA record. When are you going to address that instead of running around acting like you're above reproach? You don't take it personal when it's a guy that does radio and I know you. I worked right next door to you. And like I said, you said, oh, I haven't seen nothing. You saw plenty, bro. You saw plenty that happened outside that club and inside that club. You know who I am. You know that I'm the tough dude and the real bouncer. You were never anybody. I'm just saying the truth. That dude never did nothing tough, but he's the first one to go to social media like a nerd and try to paint him like he's tough. Talking about, yeah, don't come to 200 block. What even is that, bro? You don't run nothing on 6th Street, bro. What? That block, right? Literally, the guy who's the gangsta and really runs it is Tyree Sneed, right? And I don't want it. You can have it. Ain't nothing out there worth nothing. It gets worse and worse and more immaturity and more ignorance every day. That's why if I was in Austin, I wouldn't want to be out there. If I'm out there, it's because I have no choice. There ain't nothing else going on. You feel me? And I want to experience Austin somewhat. My city I was born and grew up in. But outside of that, it's a waste of time. Hold up. No, it's just called reality, bro. I'm sick of all y'all. All y'all in my way the way I see it. You in the way. Like, you gotta understand, all them dudes are little minions, bro. I don't know the other ones' names, but I know how they all look like, and they pose like they boxers. they think they're gonna be the next Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor was a failure. Conor McGregor threw boxing matches. Conor McGregor's a puppet and 3 feet tall and a leprechaun. Ain't nothing tough about Conor McGregor. You could go ahead and have him sign the waiver and put him in a boxing ring with me. That boy won't come close. To Batman? Are we serious right now? So why do you think I prove these records and strength feats on camera so nobody can say nothing? There's no debate. Quit talking, sign the waiver, and be quiet. You feel me? Like, put it to the test, your delusion. What? All you boys are soft. You've been soft. You ain't never been about nothing. And I told him too, I rubbed it in his face yesterday. I told him, yeah, I've been Batman for 2 years. Oh, I know exactly what I'm doing, right? But I'm trying to be genuine, but then I see y'all on this weird energy like he don't say nothing, he don't respond. Yeah, because you jealous. That's why the minute I started this, you were like, wait a minute, did you just say your Batman thing? I'm like, yeah. Like, yeah, that triggered him. He's an art. That triggered impressed him. Just like that dude you worked for years. I can't even remember his name now. That's how irrelevant he is. That fake boss at Friends. who keeps getting his karma nonstop. What the hell was his name? I don't even remember his name, bro. That's how irrelevant y'all are to me. When I'm over there in Austin, they be fake nice to me and stuff. Like, I ain't got to be nice. I'm not your friend, man. Real talk. I'm not your friend, bro. I'm a street dude. I'm a street dude who's actually wealthy. That's why y'all funny to me. I just don't live in Austin. That's it. That's why I can't stand them, because they'll really sit there and try to act like they're talking behind my back. Like, bro, what? You were talking behind my back, and I was the dude that was making more money than all y'all. We're literally taking over blocks the right way, right? Ran my businesses. Other people owned them. I ran them. I'm making more money than all y'all put together, right? Yeah, they talk, and then I start making that money, and then they can't say much. And even when I'm making the tons of money, I'm focused on work, man. I ain't gonna do what you tell me or follow your rules. They got them fake security at the door, like they run something. They all upset because they seeing someone succeed and have fun. Ain't nothing but a bunch of haters in Austin, like everywhere. Who wants to deal with that? Nobody wants to try to be successful and then have to deal with roadblocks and people hating on them. You feel me? That's the whole reason why they don't want to hire you for a job. If I went out there right now, they'd give me the same 1-2 excuses, the same thing, and I got to sit there and try to politic them and try to get them to come up off a job for me. It's just old, man. In a place that I'm from and I was born in my city. Why should I even have to do that? You get what I'm saying? None of them help you. None of them work together with you. I had the other dude, the other one that wanted to be a fake bartender, and all he did was try to chase women and chase girls, right? And he's literally got that other issue that all y'all have, right? He's weird as hell. I can't remember his name, but I stood up to him and talked about him publicly years ago when I was going through everything with Brandon. Y'all can't be serious, man. It's just, y'all look ridiculous, but he sits out there and poses like he's doing something. Yeah, you gonna rent forever, moocher. People ain't even renting, bro. If they smart, they living in their vehicles. You see the point? He's going to stay stuck forever, and he's part of the group that comes from down here. Think about it. Instead of being smart and saying, let me just buy a vehicle, pimp it out, and live in there so I can save all my money and get rich on these fools. People like him, they don't think about that. They'll go pay $4 or $5 grand a month, whatever, how much they paying for their little box apartment. Like, yeah, it looks all right. It's not that nice, right? It don't have that many amenities. It's not worth it. But you're going to waste your money for that? So what? So that you can be able to impress women who have no value, so-called women on 6th Street? Ain't no 6th Street broad. I don't care who you are. If you go to 6th Street, you ain't got no worth. Straight up, bro. Unless it's like a occasional thing. You feel me? So you try to, like, you see the point? But they call themselves men. You never see me try to impress broads. Ever in my entire history, bro. I do what I need to do and what I want to do. I don't waste money trying to dress the way you want. They told me that a long time ago, man. If you just wear a regular shirt and blah, blah, blah. Why? That's not who I am. Why would I sully myself down and make myself downtrodden and dim my light and be something I'm not for so-called women? See, so-called women really believe. They're so delusional now, they think they run the world. Y'all don't run nothing but your mouth. No, you're supposed to fall in line and follow a man. That's the way the world, it always has been, always will be. These people, they don't know how to deal with a real man. Oh, I'm going to call all y'all out. I'm going to say what I'm going to say. You ain't going to do nothing about it. None of you are even capable, right? Let's just say the truth. I'm stronger and quicker and faster than all of you, and you don't come from the street or what I come from. I'm not going to keep reproving the same thing, bro. Oh, it got proven, bro. I spent years proving this. I spent years proving I'm tougher than all y'all, and all y'all ain't about nothing. That's why I did it. We're not going to do it again. You get your opportunity, and once you pass up on your opportunity, the opportunity's past you. That's what it is. You feel me? Yeah. Them dudes got to sit there and do that game and pretend they someone in Austin. You got all them fake bartenders, and they all broke. Ain't none of y'all really making no money or building. When I go out there, I build. Real talk, last time I went, I built. That's why TJ even got jealous. TJ was supposed to be my homeboy. Here's my baby. Cool. Thank you, honey. Here we go. She's interjecting. Let me read. My brother has a line on a bouncer job in Austin. working for, I'm not going to say what bar, but, and restaurant. Oh, I believe it. Yeah, exactly. He will have to move to take it, so I don't know. Would have to pay him really well to make it worth his while. I mean, I think that'd be great. I mean, wouldn't that be cool if he's out there when we're able to visit? You can let me know. I mean, we're not going to live there, but we'll spend a good amount of time there. We're going to build the food truck, and then that way you can spend time with him. I think that would be great. I think you should try to take the opportunity, yes. But what I'm telling you is, I just understand the real way it works. You know what I mean? Now, your brother might be better than me at dealing with fake people. You get what I'm saying? Some people, it doesn't bother them. They're able to assimilate. I've never met your brother, you know what I mean? But they're able to assimilate and deal with fakeness. All of 6th Street is fake. All of them bars are fake. You know what I mean? It's just like with Joe Rogan. I mean, I don't like Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is the opposition. He's not even the opposition because he's nobody. But, either way, if they offer you an opportunity, I'd work in Joe Rogan's bar. Me personally, I wouldn't be able to stand it knowing what I know and with what I do. But, why not? If it's an opportunity and you can do it, why not give it a go and try it? Just don't let them trick you out of your freedom because they're irritating and they do it on purpose. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They be gang stalking at these bars. I was the main bouncer, like the movies y'all watch. I was that guy. I'm a bouncer, bro. That's what I do. I've always been security, protection, and a bouncer. The real deal. And I don't really make mistakes. I'm the most efficient there is. And that's why it's like when I go out there, I look down on all of them. They're all a joke. But I would do it. Why not? Hold up. Honey, do me a favor and let me know if you can hear anything else playing while I'm talking, okay? So I'm taking a chance here, but I think it'll be fine. I think it's far away enough. The mic's usually pretty good. But yeah, I mean, if it's an opportunity, I would think about it. I'd consider it, but there's better opportunities. I can tell you that right now. But I would look into it. I would never discourage somebody from something that may work out for them and they'll win. I want everybody to win. I just can't stand these dudes on 6th Street and in Austin because they're all fake. I've tried to get at these dudes online and tell them y'all want to do interviews. They just sit there. All of them just act slow like they don't know who I am, bro. My name holds weight in 6th Street in Austin, especially with radio. I had managers like when y'all got me fired from Dizzy Rooster with your fake phone calls and your fake imaging of me. Literally, Jermaine, I think was the name, the manager. Okay, Jermaine. Okay, they was lying on my name saying I'm like them, but my manager was named Jermaine, and he was telling the owner, like, dude, he's the best employee we've ever had. Literally, all he said to me every time I talked to him, he said, "You know what I think?" He said, "I think you're an amazing dude. I think you're the best employee we've ever had, and I just think you're an all-around swell, great guy. And they have no reason to be doing this." You know what I mean? And he watched all the internet stuff. He told me to my face, he said, "You don't get it." He said, Your radio show is pretty popular out here. Okay. So I mean, the truth is I have a voice. The truth is what I say matters, and I'm just tired of people acting like I don't exist when they all literally basically look up to me and worship me. And I don't want you to worship me, but I'm just getting tired of the fake antics. You know what I mean? Like I said, like it seems to me like Deuce King is disgruntled. Right, right, because I see through your illusion. These are all real people. You're the one doing it to yourself. I mean, if you just say hi and be a normal person and be nice, it wouldn't be no issue. And there's not an issue. I could care less about you. You're irrelevant, but I'm going to say the truth about all of you. And I think that's what happened. I think he found out and heard that I said the truth because they all be listening. I'm going to keep saying the truth. You have a bunch of losses on your record. You ain't nobody. What is this social media campaigning if you're not a social media superstar? So I know he can't stand what I'm doing. Just like he said, just know I'm good with you. You know, Like, yeah, okay, but you show no support, but you willing to support what you do and what your other fake people, your cronies, your Masons, you'll support them. But I'm supposed to have no problem with that. You see how fake these people are? Okay, so you understand what I'm saying, honey? That's their attitude. Their attitude is we only support Masons, you know? So like, I mean, if your brother's a Mason, then I mean he might do all right out there. But it's just not worthy. You know, if they're personally, that's just my what I would. But I mean, like I said, I would never discourage somebody from something that might help. You know, Austin's cool, man. Austin's fun, but you just got to work around the riffraff, which is all of them. You got to get the hell away from them. That's why taking me. Yelling about it. You know what I mean? So, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know how else to express it to you. I don't know how else to tell it to you. It just is what it is. They're all fake, man. I just don't do well with fakeness, whether it's my own supposedly or not. They're the worst ones. I ain't never gotten along with them. 26 people listen. My whole point is you can go out there, but everything is too expensive, man. The living cost is too high. So, I mean, like you said, unless they pay him good money, I mean, if you have some money in a budget to go out there, yeah. If you ain't got money, it's going to be hell on earth. If you're waiting for checks just to try to build a living, that's why everybody gets stuck living in and out of hotels or being stuck on the street or, renting from somebody and having to go through a whole bunch of issues with them because that's how the whole system is. It's the people who are already there. People who had homes in Austin when the housing bubble thing happened, the housing crisis, they all, got a bunch of free money because their homes are worth, $500,000. I mean, I've seen shacks that are worth $300,000 that these people can sell them and get that much money. And these were dudes I worked with who were slouches. They don't know what to do with that kind of money. And they're afraid to sell it because they have a sedentary lifestyle. They don't know how to actually move like me and be a hustler and actually like be Jason Bourne and move around. They don't know how to do what I do. None of them. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like 9 times out of 10, they ain't even going to sell it anyway, and they don't understand. You just stumble on a gold mine that you could live off the rest of your life, but they don't know how to do none of that. So if they sell it, they'll just waste the money because they're going to immediately go buy another home because they think like sheep. You get what I'm saying? So you don't do that. You get 300,000, you go live in a vehicle and be frugal and safe and travel and have a great life for the rest of your life, and then you don't have to worry about this home nonsense. Home means nothing. Okay. I mean, at the end of the day, on paper, the government still owns your home unless you know how to set everything up right, the right way. The government still owns all these homes. And that's what they do. It's all debtor notes. That's how they create the whole system. So my whole deal is, I'm just not hearing what their nonsense and what they have to say. I disappeared for like 2 years, bro, being Batman. I ain't talked about y'all. Now I'm coming back. And, like I said, I mean, I don't know. I'm considering going back to Austin at some point here, but I got to get a budget up. I got to get the money to be able to do it. That's just the truth, But, I'm not going to put up with nobody's nonsense. I'm not going to sit here and play these games. Every time I go out there, then people start hating and talking smack online while they hide. I don't know what that is. Like they act like this is okay, like they're gang stalking and doing all this coward stuff, and you can't do nothing about it because I mean we appreciate freedom. You get what I'm saying? Like there's nothing I can do about it. I used to get all really tough guy, G-Check and son, everyone. I'm not in the position anymore at 35 years old and as successful as I am, as much as I've attained. I don't have to keep doing it. You know what I mean? Not saying that like if somebody disrespects me, I'm going to take it and not be the same guy. I mean, obviously, sure I'd be the same guy, but I'm still not because it's not worth it. It's not worth me getting upset. You know what I'm saying? That's what they want to do. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They think they want to do that. They want to pretend and think that they want to trick you out of your throne, just like they try to set me up in the lot in the food truck I worked in. I mean, it's a bunch of riffraff out there. It's not real people. It's not successful people. And then it's a bunch of tourists that are poor and they're trying to pretend they're rich. It's all fake. It's all people living above their means. And that's not the formula to success. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm wealthier and richer than all of those people combined in Austin. All of Austin is poor. Everyone I ever knew was poor, especially if you're working the bar industry. There's no future in it. You know what I mean? There's no future in tech because tech is at the discretion of someone else. The minute that you're not kissing up to them fake people, they're going to get rid of you and fire you, and you're going to lose your job. And you know what I mean, or whatever else they do because they're Freemasons, they eat their own, and I mean, you're not going to be able to succeed. The whole point is to find a system, get your money, get out, and put it into yourself and build your own life. That's what I do. You know what I mean? And it's hard to do out there, but I'm not saying. I mean, I don't know. I would look into the opportunity. Might be cool. He might like it. You know, I don't know. He may be different than me, but me personally, I can't handle the fake stuff. I just can't. You know what I mean? Especially at this day and age in the game, and this point of the game, I'm for sure not going to put myself through that. So that's just how I feel about it. You know what I mean? But like I said, I don't know what their deal is. I don't know what Deuce King's deal is. He won't even say hi, right? And he's corny. And I don't know what Warren Stewart's deal is because he's corny. He even has more losses. All they do is lose. I'm just saying you can't claim to be a boxer or a UFC or MMA guy and lose every round. Hold on. Oh, I know he's not a Mason, honey. I was just kidding. Are you able to hear me now? I wasn't getting your the notifications. I don't know why. It sends the messages sometimes, other times it doesn't. So check. But I think it'd be cool. I would look into it. That's what I have to say. You know what I mean? Just straight up, I would definitely look into it. I think it could be a good opportunity. I just, you know, if that's the way he looks at things, I think that'll help because that's the way you have to be. You know, for me, it's just too much. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I just take things more personally. You know, like Sam Gerard in in that movie U.S. Marshal. You know, where he says, "I thought we didn't take our work personally." He said, "We don't. I do." You know, that's the way I am. That's why I'm designed to do a different function. You know, I take everything personally. You know, I don't care who it is. That when people talk to me, I take it personally. You know what I mean? I take my work personally. I take everything personal. That's just the person I am. And I'm never going to change. And that's a real man. That's how, you know, that's how you got to be. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It is what it is. I mean, I don't know. I think your brother might like it. It sounds like it might be a good opportunity. I would do it because that way when we're there, you can see him and spend time with him and visit him. I mean, I think that would be good. You know what I mean? I think it'd be cool. So I would look into it, and I know a lot about Austin too, so I could kind of like show him the ropes and help him if he wants to ask me any questions or wants to come to me for help. I'd be more than happy to do that. I know everything about Austin. I mean, like I said, I stayed in the Arch. Okay, I stayed in the shelter over there on 7th Street. I've done seen it all, been through it all, done it all. You know that. I've been walked on the streets at night for years, all night, just walking. Okay, figuring out the whole city. Like I've walked all the way across the city, across that huge bridge, and filmed it for y'all where I'm super far away from downtown, and then I walked all the way back. You know, that's why people don't get there. They're like, yeah, you just walked 25 miles through a flood. Like, yeah, that ain't nothing, bro. I used to walk probably 60, 90 miles. I could walk for a long time, bro. I'm betting. I've been walking a lot. You know what I mean? Like, it's just something got built in me. If I'm all right, I can physically. I got to get some new socks today, honey, by the way. Like I said, these people won't donate anything and they're literally trying to start me out over and over again. It's like, dude, I got to have money to do what I need to do, man. You know, this is ridiculous, bro. Water. But I'm trying to hang in there. You know, I mean, like I said, what I'm going through physically is just it's horrible too. You know what I mean? I mean, I tried to explain it to you some yesterday, but it's just been horrible. But I just try my best to keep pushing. You know, it's hard to get air a lot, but I just try to keep doing what I'm doing. But um,
I mean, why not? I would take any opportunity because I mean, the fact is, we're going to be in a good position with money, and we can help everybody. So I mean, that would be cool if your brother's there. That way, we can, you know, maybe we can hang out, and all that, and like, you'll be able to spend time with him. You know, my whole deal is just like, how do I explain it? I don't know. Like, how I am when it's with me, like when I'm in a relationship, like I'm in a relationship with you. I just don't like anybody kind of, being too involved in that. That's just how I am. You know what I mean? But like, I'll gladly, spend time with him and you, and hang out with him. You know what I mean? Like, I'll gladly give him advice. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, me, I'm not used to, like, if I'm in a relationship like I am with you, I just want to spend time with just you most of the time. You know what I'm saying? But like, I think you understand that. I don't think there'd be any issue. But like, I'm just saying, man, Sixth Street and all that stuff and all them bars, it's all right, but it's a joke. It ain't what it's cracked up to be. It's a bunch of immature adults. It's not like, it's not the way people perceive it. You're looking at Austin with this mystifying sense of, oh, it's a real city. It's like anywhere. I mean, it's a joke. I mean, it's just a bunch of joke people. These are people I work with, man. I did bar backing with the guy that owns one of them bars. When you go a little further down that other street, I forget what it's called, but I mean, I know all them people, bro. You know what I mean? They used to have me doing security at, a lot of people knew me for security because they just knew me as the tough guy, I guess. People found out. But I mean, I worked at Fred Gill's doing security, stuff like that, places like that. Austin is cool, man. I would love to be in Austin with you. And I think that'd be perfect. That way we can spend time with him and help him, and he'll be cool. I mean, I'm cool with whatever you want to do, to be honest. Always have been, always will be. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just territorial about you. That's just how I am. I'm always be like that. You know what I mean? I don't like too many people around. I want it to be you and I. That's just how I am. It doesn't mean I won't spend time with people. Yeah, but in doses. I don't want it to be like, in other words, I'm just not the type of guy that's going to be like every day, oh, I want to hang out with other people and my girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like, some people do things like that. I just don't operate like that. I don't like that. I want it to be like just you and us. You know what I mean? So, I know you understand that, but yeah, I would look into it. I would take the opportunity. I think it'd be a good opportunity. I think it would work perfect. And maybe that's what this is all about. Maybe, God is calling my name to go to Austin again. You know what I mean? But like I said, I got to have the funds, and I don't want to do it myself. I'd like to do it when you're here, and we could just go up there. Like I said, we could build businesses and food trucks. If we got money, I mean, we'll take over that whole city. Bro, I know how the whole inner workings work. I know everything, bro, and we'll do it all the right way. Because I'm gonna tell you the truth, most of those underground companies and then little companies, they're all doing illegal activity. All of them, they're stealing money, embezzlement, all sorts of stuff, bro. That's what I believe they were doing with my checks. They're trying to garnish your wages and stuff. Like, nah, bro. Like, we could do things straight up the right way. All them bars steal money. They steal money from their employees. I don't care what nobody says. And then they sit there in that hamburger joint right there and they count it right in front of you. You know what I mean? Straight up. So it's like, the sense of how it works is, it's very corrupt, like anywhere. You know what I mean? And I mean, they're extremely corrupt in Austin. I mean, it just is what it is. Why do you think I've been hesitant about doing the Batman thing there? But see, if I have money, I can do it. If I have money, I can do it, and it'll be awesome, and it'd be a great way to just kind of rub it in all their faces. Because I don't like none of them. I'm just being honest. I don't like people in Austin. Never have, never will. You know what I mean? It's my city. I'm from there. They're all outsiders, and that's what ruined it. Is they all came into my city. I'm a unicorn, meaning I'm from there originally, and they ain't. And we just don't. I don't have any respect for them. Especially when they try to come around. Like, I've had dudes even tell me that they're like, they would act the same way, but they would get mad all the time. And I'm like, why are you like that? And they're like, because I'm from here. And I'm like, you know what? I get that. You know what I mean? I relate to that. Like, when people come into where you from and you live, yeah, you're gonna feel some type of way when they start trying to give you attitude. You know what I mean? So like, I thought that dude was all right. He was a big dude. He did bar back before me, and then I took his bar back position. You know what I mean? Not on some snake stuff, but on some, I worked harder than him, and he ended up getting fired because they were narcs running the place. They fired me too and lied on me and said I was being slow when there was a 3-story party, and I was literally running and having to push to get through people, carrying tons of beer bottles, liquor, trays of everything, picking up all the glasses. Like, I was moving fast as hell, and I said, "Look at your cameras," and they, Kevin was the one running it, and he's just a narc.
There's a bunch of narcs out there. There's a bunch of narcissists that they want to pretend they're superior and above you, and they don't make any real money. Like Kevin was having a midlife crisis, you know, buying a Harley and trying to drive a Harley. Like everybody's on the same thing. They just money, 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 money. That ain't got nothing to do with being a human being, though, and that ain't got nothing to do with wealth. Buying a Harley isn't equivalent to owning your own car lot with a Porsche worth $25,000, is it? You know, I mean, paying for it every month for decades. I mean, you know, these people don't know the meaning of wealthy and rich. They know the meaning of being a sucker and selling their soul. That's just the truth. You know what I mean? Can you make some money out there? I don't see why not. You know what I mean? It's just like I said, if you can handle the people. I come from a different environment than all these normal people. You know, I come from the street. We're just not the same. You know, that's the difference. Is like you're not. It's never gonna leave me. You know what I mean? You take me out the hood, but you ain't gonna take the hood out of me. Straight up. I'm not like them people. I don't claim to be like them. I never liked them. Like I got into it with all of them, and they all backed down. Like all of them. There's not one person, bro. I ain't son, bro. I had big dudes, like dudes y'all would think like I'm not gonna say nothing to. I had them putting their hand over their face when I came around and putting their head down to just to try to avoid seeing me, like literally because they knew like I was gonna get at them and G check them. Like I'm really built like that, bro. That's what people don't get. Like, yeah, I'm a white boy, but don't get it twisted. You feel me? This is I invented this, and I do it to the most hood, most gangster individuals you can find. You feel me? I sun them and scare them. I got everybody shook. So it's like, especially on Sixth Street, boy, stop it. If I go back to Sixth Street, bro, I'll take that whole strip over, bro. I'll take over all of Austin the right way. You know what I mean? Just like I do every time I'm there. That's why they don't like me. You know what I mean? That's my whole deal, though. Like y'all gonna front and pretend that you somebody, but you not a street dude. You not nobody. You not tough. And I just hate when people perpetrate, bro. That's all. I hate when people perpetrate, man, because that's what they always do with me. Try to perpetrate, like try to talk down on me when I'm like when I was like staying in the arch. Like, bro, I don't live in Austin, bro. That don't mean I'm broke. That don't mean I'm struggling. It just means I don't live there. That's admirable to go to a city and place you don't live in and build everything from scratch and do it time and time again. I've done it every time, bro. Somebody may let me get in my foot in a door to get a job or something, and that's all I need. And once I get a job, I'm able to hustle and put it together. But I have to have a starting basis. I got to have some starting capital. That's just how I feel. Let me check her messages again. But yeah, I read your messages, but just let me know if that all sounds good, if you understand where I'm coming from with everything. But I understand. I mean, you'd have to tell me where he is now, where he lives now, and that's not anybody's business publicly on here. But maybe it's a better place. I don't know. It just depends. It's up to him if there's opportunity where he's at. You know, I mean, there's opportunity in Austin. It's up to him. I don't know. You know what I mean? I definitely know we're going to go to Austin, and like I said, I'll just take everything over the right way. I will build a bunch of businesses and run businesses. I'll learn how to get the certifications and licenses. And you know, I got ins with people because a lot of people they have to respect me, so I can talk to them and I can break it all down and figure out with them. Hey, look, how do I really open this business? And if they're giving me a runaround, I'm gonna just put them in their place verbally and walk away. You feel me? If they're going to tell me reality of how I get this done, then cool. But I'm gonna figure it out regardless. You know what I mean? Because I'll just go to the government and ask them how to do it. You know, Austin is a more applicable place to get things done. That's why I'm debating about it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I gotta have a budget, man. I mean, I gotta have a couple $1,000s to go up there the way I want to comfortably and do what I need to do. That's the truth, and I don't know where the hell that's gonna come from. You know what I mean? So it's like that's what's troubling me right now. Is it's like I'm just stuck. I can't do what I need to do. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to advance. I outgrew this place a long time ago. It's cool for what I'm doing, but it ain't me. You know, it ain't it. You know, and like I have my own reasons for why I'm doing what I'm doing. I want to be here, but man,
You know, I don't know. We got to figure this money thing out, man. I don't get it, man. I mean, it's getting to the point. It's really disappointing, man. I mean, I've had God talking to me this whole time. These readings, it literally says my blessings are going to come out of nowhere. It says like right now, it's been leading up to it. The readings are just all, right there showing that it's coming, and I just don't see any sign of it. It just doesn't make sense. They said it's not going to make sense though, so I believe in it. I believe in God's promises. But that's the thing. If God gives me this money right now, if it just falls into my lap and comes out of nowhere, and I get a second chance or another chance, in life, and I get blessed again, like He's promised me numerous times. He would word for word. He talks to me. He literally promised. He said, "You're going to get through this. I promise." And he said, "I'm going to give you this blessing. I'm going to give you all this money, and obviously to be Batman and be with you and take care of you." You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. I know my inheritance was stolen. I don't know. Said something about a refund, one reading. I have no idea. But all I know is like I'm owed money out there somewhere, and I know they got to give me my inheritance back and all that money. And that trust had more money in it. It had millions, I'm sure. So it's like there's money out there with my name on it, and this system just don't want to give it to me. That's why I have no respect for, you know, the government or any of your little corrupt agencies, because I got targeted. Y'all ain't giving me a fair shake at living my life. Why would I not be upset about that? You feel what I'm saying? It's not just upset, but it's like there's no way for you to fix it because all this time, I mean, it's all good because I made more money than everybody this entire time. Still, it's all divine timing, man. I feel like it's God's timing. You know what I mean? But yeah, I would look into it. I think it'd be cool if he was out there. You know what I'm saying? I think that'd be straight. I think that'd be cool. You know what I mean? Like I can help show him Austin and have him understand it. You know what I mean? Like I think they got Fuddruckers out there too somewhere. I want to go to Fuddruckers. We could go to Fuddruckers with him. We could do a whole bunch of stuff. But I can show you how it really works because you know how I am. I'm not going to gas someone up or put a battery in their back and tell them fake stuff. I actually know what I'm talking about. And I can steer you the right direction and tell you how everybody is. I can tell people's character within meeting them in 2 milliseconds, especially out there. All them people just after a check like anywhere, man. That's what I realized. The whole system is a bunch of people who are just selfish and they just after a check. Like, that's cool, but I'm after a check too. And my check, I'm going to do different things with it. That's what I'm trying to do. That's why we need this money. We need resources. We need your vehicle. We need everything because Fuddruckers is awesome. Fuddruckers is a burger joint, honey. It's amazing. Can you please tell me? I mean, you don't have any issue with what I was saying, right? About being territorial about you and all that. You understand where I'm coming from? Just let me know that, please. That's important. Because that's the thing, man. I'm gonna be myself with you and with anybody. With people, with me, it's you either love me or hate me. You take me as I am or you don't. I'm not gonna change for the world. I don't care about money. I don't care what anyone pays me or gives me or helps me with. I'm gonna be me. If people can't handle me in my worst, then they don't deserve me in my best. And I just think that that's the right mentality to have, especially at this point. I'm 35. I've been through hell. I'm tired of going through hell. I'm tired of struggling right now. I mean, come on, bro. I'm trying to buy what I need, bro. I need money for socks. I got to get socks today. I got to get what I need, and I'm ahead on my phone. I just have a little bit of money. I got to keep that bank account positive. With the bank fees, I'm not going to be able to do it, bro. If these people keep doing this and just sitting here starving me out, not giving me nothing, it don't make no sense. And all I'm trying to do is get to my next check, 21st to 26th of next month, right? And I'm trying to see anything else I can get moving and what I can do. Like I could probably figure that out, but it's just like right now I need help, man. You know what I mean? But just let me know that you understand. But Fuddruckers is a burger joint. Yeah, it's a restaurant. Fuddruckers is awesome. You go in there and they show you the patties, the hamburger patties. They're all right there, and you pick the size you want and like what kind you want, and they cook it. It's like the biggest, best burger you can ever have. Like I don't care. Fuddruckers is the best place hands down in the world. Literally, I think it's the best. I mean, I don't know about quality of burger, but every time I've ate there, I've always had a great time and loved it. The atmosphere is cool. They got pinball machines sometimes. It's just an original place I grew up at. Well, they are my family, and I love them. Yeah, no, but I'm not saying that. See, that's why I don't want it to get misconstrued while I'm asking you. I'm not saying I don't want to be around your family. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying I do. I'm just saying, um, how do I put it? I'm just saying that I'm territorial. You know what I mean? I have nothing against that with spending time with your family and your brother. I guess I'm just saying I want some alone time with you. I mean, you understand that? You know what I mean? That's all. I'm just saying, it's something new for me, so you got to kind of, get me into it slowly if I'm not used to it.
it's not going to be any problem. I want to be around your family. I mean, we're building our own family. That's what I want. I guess I shouldn't have said that. I guess it came out wrong. You know what I mean? I don't have any problem being around, your family. Nothing like that. I'm just saying, I'm territorial, and that's about it. As long as you tell me you don't have a problem with that, we cool. Oh, a family barbecue every day would be awesome. I don't have any issue with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, I want some time to ourselves, alone time. That's just how I am. You know what I mean? You know that. I don't want to travel with you. I just want time to ourselves too. So as long as there's, some kind of equal give and take, that's all I ask. You know what I mean? As long as you'll respect where I'm coming from, that's all I ask. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get mad or anything. I'm going to talk to you about how I feel, but that's just how it is in a relationship. But no, I'm not saying anything like that. I would want to be, I would want to be around them. I mean, I've been isolated forever. You think I don't want to be around your family or people? I do. I just haven't had the opportunity. It's just hard coming out of everything I'm coming out of. You know what I mean? It takes some adjusting. I'm not used to people right now. But like I said, I mean, Fuddruckers is awesome, bro. They got tomatoes, they got everything you need right there in a little stand. I mean, like they usually have pinball machines. The seats are cool. It's like an old school diner. It's awesome. You know what I mean? The other place that's super good, in my opinion, is Steak and Shake. They got one of those in Georgia. I'm trying to travel with you. I want to go to like I want to spend time with your family. I actually really do want to do that. Honestly, like a lot of times. Because I never had that. You know what I mean? Like, but outside of that, on top of that, I want to take you. I want to go to Georgia and stuff. I want to go to Atlanta. We can go eat at the Hard Rock Cafe and stuff like that. Hold on, let me check her messages. All right. So she understands where I'm coming from. No, yeah, I do want to spend time with them. I didn't mean like that. Um, like I said, it's all new to me, so you just got to be patient with me. I mean, I've been in some serious alienation for a while. You know what I mean? So it's hard for me to even process things, clearly sometimes. To be honest, I've been alienated for a long time and isolated. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying it takes some getting used to just being around people and everything. You know what I mean? But like I said, you never have anything to worry about me. I'm peaceful. I'm nice. I'm calm. I'm cool. I'm not mad about nothing. I'm not trying to get offended by anyone. I want to be around your family and your people. You know what I mean? I'm saying is I just want time with you and I too to ourselves where we can travel and do stuff. That's all. I want to go to Georgia. I want to go to Atlanta with you. I want you to see these places and like what they actually have to offer, like the nice stuff. We're still going to go to DeKalb, Illinois. I think we could do some e-commerce and some business up there. I think there's stuff up there. You know what I mean? Like I said, if we go to school, we can do it online, so we can do it together. Whatever we do, I want to do together. I mean, can you at least tell me, it's a deal on that? Just tell me deal. Check again. But I asked her right now, even though I already know the answer. But um, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I mean, you know, at some point, I mean, we're gonna spend a lot of time with your family and all that, but at some point, we're gonna be traveling a lot. I mean, I've got a lot of things that I want to do with you. I've got things I want to do as Batman, and I think you'll back me and all that. Like I said, I was even thinking about going to Rome. Rome is where all the evil is at. It's where the Vatican is at. It's where the beginning of all this started. We go to Italy, stuff like that, the right way though. You know what I mean? I don't know if it'll be on a cruise or what, and make sure that they have ways to like, you know, get off the cruise, normal if anything happens to be able to survive. But I'm not doing no plane. I can't do it, man. I've seen too much, heard too much. I mean, one little mistake on them planes. I mean, I'm not doing it. Bro. I won't put myself in that position. I wouldn't want you in that position. I refuse to put you in that position. I would literally try to talk you down from flying. I've seen too much with it at this point, but and I've said that for years. Hold on. Let me check. But yeah, no, that's actually what I want. I want to build our own family. I want to be able to spend time with your family. I'd like to do barbecues. I don't have none of that right now. I just got me and no money. You know what I mean? And that's what's ridiculous because, like I said, all these people and organizations, they're against me. What do you expect me to do? There's no way for me to make a real living like this right now if I got the whole world against me and no one will show me any support. That's why, like I said, I depend on donations. I'm a content creator. I depend on donations to survive, bro. This is ridiculous, man. Like straight up, bro. All these people got to do is donate 10, 20 bucks a piece, bro. 50, 100 bucks, bro. And they're just sitting there, bro. Like, don't think I don't feel some way about it, bro. It's ridiculous, man. This is unbelievable, bro. All they got to do is donate a little bit and I get my money in bread and then I can do what I need to do. I'm doing everything to be patient, calm, and cool. And I got all these people playing these weird games just standing there. Like, it don't make no sense, bro. This is how I make a living, man. If it was anyone else, like I said, they'd be getting tons of donations. It don't make no sense. And nobody convinced me otherwise. It's all a joke. You feel me? So at the end of the day, it's like I got to get my money, bro. I got things I got to do, bro. I got things I got to buy for myself. I got to be able to take care of myself and do what I need to do, bro. This is unbelievable, man. Like I'm making the checks on here. I'm working hard as hell. I'm going through plateaus. I'm doing the impossible what nobody's ever done. And you telling me y'all can't just help me just a little bit along the way? I'm talking about the public. That's crazy. Like what? I got a check already around $106, bro. This check's gonna keep getting run up. It's gonna get higher today. You know what I mean? I'm building my check. I'm starting to maybe figure it out too, where I'm getting more views and I might be able to get a little bit more money and get the totals to start accumulating more. Like we're on the brink of my breakthrough, and these people just don't want to see it. So that's what I'm saying. Like you gonna give me a hard time when I already made it? That's crazy, man. I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of people making things impossible because I'm shining too much. Man, stop with this nonsense, bro. That's crazy, man. Yeah, I'm a human being, bro. I don't tolerate this stuff. It's weird, man. Feel me? So, like I said, that's all I have to say on it. At the end of the day, I'm a role model for the youth and everybody. I'm doing something real that matters, and people either need to support it or get out my face. Talking about the public, they need to support it or scram. They need to support it or it is what it is. Like I'm not talking to none of these other people. They're weird, man. You feel me? Like I don't get it, man. It don't make no sense. But yeah, Fuddruckers is awesome. I can't wait. That'll be one of the first things we do. We go to Fuddruckers together. I can't wait to do that. If you've never been to a Fuddruckers, you'll love it. The burgers are delicious to me. Like I want to go so bad, and that's what I'm saying. All these people have resources, man. These people got vehicles. They good. They got everything, bro. And none of them helped. It's like the Ping one and the brother. They didn't do nothing for me, bro. They've had this entire time to help because help means it's not even help. It's what y'all owe me. Y'all watch me for free. It's not free, bro. It's $25 ticket price every time you come in here. Y'all owe me tons of money, all y'all. But then people have resources. You have what I need to get my resources together so that I can have everything running the right way and then I don't need anybody. You know what I'm saying? It's not about, I ask for help all the time. I've never begged or asked nobody for nothing. I've done everything my entire life and I'll continue to by myself. It's unbelievable that y'all won't do what you need to do and hold up your part, you know what I mean, and do something to just support and help someone. We all need help, brother. Y'all got together and y'all got a support system. That's why you got where you got and you're still nowhere. I never had a support system and I'm ultra successful. Make it make sense, bro. Hold up. So at the end of the day, you just gotta understand, like, I'm doing what I gotta do. I'm doing me, man. I don't have any attachments in the world. I don't have any obligation.
I'm doing what I need to do, bro. Like, there's no reason I should be struggling like this. This got to change. And I'm going to keep reinforcing that. No, I'm not happy about it. I'm going to keep on making clear to the public and everybody, y'all need to be paying me. Y'all need to be donating to me. I got a living to make right now. You feel me? The future is all good. That's all cool, but it's the future. You know what I mean? It ain't that time yet. It ain't here yet. Until it's here, I got to still do what I got to do to survive. I got stuff I got to do. Feel me? It's just that simple, man. You know what I mean? And my whole deal is I've been nothing but patient, and I should be rewarded for that. I'm not going to be punished because I'm getting impatient. Like, I'm past being impatient now. Like, now I just need what I need. I got to get it. You feel me? Because I've waited and been nice this entire time with everything and everyone, and I'm waiting and ain't nobody doing nothing. You feel me? Like, nah, bro, it ain't like that. Like, everyone can't just leave me out to dry, high and dry with nothing and nothing going on and no way to do what I need to do and then act like, oh, okay, it's all good. It ain't all good. It ain't never gonna be all good. That's common sense. I'm a human being, bro. I need what I need and I need it now. That's how it works. You feel me? So as long as people understand that, it is what it is, bro. You know, because I'm coming with the same attitude. Like, when I get money, if I get these funds and I get blessed by God, no matter what, my blessings don't depend on nobody. My blessings coming from God, bro. When I get blessed and I get money, trust me, I'm gonna have the same attitude, bro. I'm hungry. I got the attitude like I'm coming out the gutter, out the hood. Like y'all don't understand, bro. I'm gonna be a menace when I get this money. You feel me? Because I'm strategic now. Everything is strategic. Every little move you get, like, I'm gonna take over every business, bro. I know everything I'm doing, bro. You know what I mean? I don't need nothing to, I'm not even gonna need money and I'm gonna have money, bro. That's what y'all don't get. I can do everything with such little resources now. That's how powerful God has made me as a soldier, as Batman, that like when you give me money, oh man, I'm gonna be something else to deal with everybody. You feel me? Hold up. So just let me know that you agree, honey, with everything I'm saying, that you understand where I'm coming from. Like, I'm a human being, bro. I got to do what I got to do, man. You know what I mean? I got to make it in this world, man. I can't just sit here and have these people continue to not give me nothing. And it just don't make no sense, bro. Like, it's literally like I was given no options. All my options were taken away because of these people. And then they just going to sit here. It don't make no sense. But it is what it is, man. Like I said, where there's a will, there's a way. I just think it's crazy that I'm being treated like this and I'm having to literally like struggle still when I've got my checks made. Every time with this company, I make my checks and they take forever to pay me, bro. It's just unreal. That's why I try to be patient, because I couldn't nobody deal with this, bro. This is why no one likes this company, because they do it on purpose, messing with people. Everything y'all do is intentional, bro. I'm taking it to court, man. I'm gonna win, bro. I'm gonna win these lawsuits. Y'all gonna pay me millions of dollars. I promise you. You feel me? You're gonna compensate me regardless. So it's like at the end of the day, they really doing me a favor. Like I said, everything works in God's divine time, and that's why all I can do is try to be patient. You know what I mean? But it's difficult. You know what I mean? It ain't difficult for me. It's just I have no reason to be patient. I don't feel like I should be patient. You get what I'm saying? I've been patient long enough, man. Now I need what I need. I got to get my blessings. We got to get this show on the road, man. I'm not going to sit here and just keep waiting and doing nothing. That's all I'm saying. And when I'm saying waiting, I'm talking about waiting for money to come and whatever. That's all I'm talking about. Like, no, we got to get business rolling. Like I said, I'm offering digital fitness training on here. Y'all got the Cash App, you got the Venmo, you got the PayPal. Pay me, bro. Like, it's not that hard, bro. All y'all can participate, man. All these so-called fans, they drive by, they honk, they won't give me $1. That don't make no sense, bro. There's millions of fans. All y'all chip in. I got $1 million, bro. Come on, son. Can't be serious, man. This is not free entertainment. I'm not here to entertain you, bro. This is someone training for missions and real jobs in the future. Okay, this is to help and protect the people. So, like I said, people got to get on, and this is the attitude I'm gonna have every day. You know, as of right now, I have to be independent and stand up for myself on my own 2 feet, and I got to make the world understand where I'm coming from. I'm coming from nothing, homie. You feel me? I'm hungry. I want my money. I want it now. I want what I need, and I want to have the resources I need to run this business. I work too hard. I don't put too much into this. You understand? It is what it is, man. And everyone should have nothing but love for me and back me and support me. Don't no reason got no nobody got no reason to snake me, to not deliver on what they promise and what they offer. Even God, bro. Nobody has any reason to treat me any type of way but good and give me what I deserve. This is about good people getting blessed and evil people getting what they got coming and what they deserve. And that's what's happening. What time it is? You feel me?
So, like I said, y'all gonna start hearing the real me now. Like, I'm tired of holding back, bro. Like, I feel some way about this. This is ridiculous, little homie. I've been here for how many months and I'm not getting paid nothing? I've been doing this for how long? For this corny company that don't do nothing, that's a bunch of jokes. We got people like Mr. Beast on here with no money that do broke. Boy, stop it. Bunch of Masons. You ain't never gonna amount to nothing. Boy, stop it. Don't waste my time with y'all. Y'all Masons is a joke. I took over this whole corporation, bro. They might as well make me the CEO. I am YouTube. There is no YouTube without me. Straight up. All my views genuine and subs. These people ain't. And we about to hit 4,000 subs. What does it matter? It's all fake and engineered. Boy, stop it. They be twisting the views literally in front of your face. I just see through the veil, man. I see what it is, bro. That's why I'm revolutionary. Y'all don't get. I got all the power regardless inside of me. I'm the mover and shaker, just like the Kabbalah, my enemies, these Masons study, right? It all centers around me and my you know what. Yeah, me being a man. Without that, you can't build nothing. Feel me? So that's all. Just understand, like, I'm always gonna be in charge, man, over here. I run my ship, I run my boat, I run my life, and I'm gonna make the decisions. And that's just how it's gonna be. You know what I mean? Like I said, people can deal with me or they don't have to. You know what I mean? Like, straight up. Because me, I'm gonna make the decisions and run my life the way I want. This is about me. If people want to deal with me, cool, but understand I'm the boss. You feel me? I'm going to be in control. I'm going to run things the way I want. I got missions I got to do. I got to go to probably Rome at some point. I got to go see what all this stuff is going on with all this evil. I got a lot of stuff I got to stop, man. I got to stop this trafficking and stuff. I'm here to do my purpose in God's will. So people either with that or they not. They either want to help me do that or they don't. It's a one or the other thing. You feel me? It can't be no time wasted. You know what I mean? With indecision or not knowing what's going on. It's just, this is what I'm here to do. You back me or get out of my face. That's just what it is. Feel me? So like I said, we know what we're here to do. We're here to do God's work, God's will, and that's what it's gonna be. And ain't nobody gonna stop me, man. I'm tired of y'all. I can't even talk to nobody on this network, bro. Y'all have alienated and isolated me so much I don't even get to talk to y'all. I don't get to talk to nobody. I don't get to do nothing. Y'all want me to have no money but somehow survive. That don't make no sense, bro. This is a joke. Straight up, bro. And I'm not gonna put up with it. It's changing today. You feel me? So it is what it is, man. And like I said, I don't care, bro. Like, honestly, I don't care. I don't care who likes it or who doesn't. I don't care who I have a falling out with. I ain't holding on to nothing. I don't care about nothing anybody talking about. I need my money. I need my money, and I need to be able to build my life just like all y'all have money. All y'all going out to eat every day. All y'all have everything you need, bro. And you sitting here and want me to have nothing. That's crazy. Every day, these people don't want to see me eat, bro. This is what they doing intentionally in front of everyone, and these people can't donate me no money so I can take care of myself and do what I need to do. That's crazy, bro. We're gonna stay eating. You feel me? That's why, like I said, when I get this money, it's personal, bro. Because people made it personal. That's what your whole objective was, to make it personal. You know what I mean? People talk about forgiveness. How can you forgive people who don't want to see me eating? That don't make no sense, bro. That's just basic survival, bro. That's human instinct. That's how it is. You feel me? So at the end of the day, we're gonna keep on doing what we do, and we're gonna keep on, you know what I mean, pressing forward, and that's about it. You feel me? You either with it or you ain't. All right. I'll talk to you in a minute, man.